Everybody, welcome to Information 2022. Everybody has the same question. What's going on in the market and what does 2022 look like? So I'm going to give you my take on what's coming up in the coming year. But first, always good indication of the future is to kind of look at what's been going on the last couple of years. So I'm going to give you high level numbers for our local market. Now, when I say our local market, you see me post on social media, the local numbers. I'm predominantly taking 5 local counties. This is just our local market. What most of us, those of you who watch this on the regular, would call home. Okay, 2019 in our local market, we had about $4.9 billion of real estate sold that year. And there was about 17,500 and change homes that were sold. So 17.5 in total transactions in our 5 county market area for just under $5 billion. 2020, you remember what happened in 2020? Like everybody thought like, okay, zombie apocalypse is upon us. But for our 5 county local market, we had a record breaking real estate market. Despite everything, actually, the 2 months that we were kind of in lockdown, I think those 2 months I closed 9 houses where like nobody was allowed to go anywhere. So there was still lots of people buying and selling homes in 2020. We were just under $6 billion, so 5.9 and change on our total volume. And there was about a little over 19,000. So the tail end of 2020 gave way for 2021 numbers to be on the rise. And we had the underlying factor was we had amazing interest rates, like phenomenal interest rates still with us in 2021, which is abnormal, which is why we have so many buyers in the market. One of the predominant reasons. So we had just over 7 billion. So about $1 billion difference between 2020 and 2021 in terms of local market volume in homes sold. And there was just shy, there's about 600 homes less that sold in 2021. So in the same ballpark, but obviously the price difference is reflective of the market. And, quite frankly, some people going a little crazy on gotta have this house kind of thing. And you all have heard stories about that. What do we expect for 2022? I'm excited about 2022 because 2022 is, I think, going to be the year that people get their wits back about them. Interest rates have been slowly ticking up, nothing crazy, but I've been saying this for the last 18 months. Like we need interest rates. Like we thought the land of like 3%, 3.5% was going to stick around for like 3, 4, 5 months. Nobody realized that this is going to be like an 18-month thing, not a 3-month thing. And thus, we have buyers who can afford more houses, who can afford more house, have access to more money in terms of the lending and the pre-approval world. And thus, you have supply and demand kind of in this perfect little storm on our local market because we have so much demand for our local market between all things healthcare related, the manufacturing world between our kind of 5 county area. Like no one has slowed down, right? It's sad and true that you see manufacturing facilities, warehouses, logistics centers, all those sorts of things expanding in our area. That's indicative of the demand for our local market. Okay, the blessing and the curse. So over 2022, expect interest rates to be on the upswing, but nothing crazy. When is the right time to buy in 2022? Well, if we had a crystal ball, we could make certain. All the forecast is that the interest rates are slowly going to be ticking up over the course of this calendar year. What I can tell you is if you wait until June, July, August, September to get closed on a home, that home is going to cost you more over the course of your home ownership. And to prove to you, I know what I'm talking about, and you can see it in black and white. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see side by side what those numbers would look like in terms of your monthly payment. Everybody thinks that the sticker price, meaning the sales price or the list price, is the predominant factor on why you should buy now or wait till the prices come down. Interest rate is your predominant factor that determines what you can afford, and I'm going to show that to you right now. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, So this is bankrate.com. If you can pull this up and do this yourself, just check my numbers. But I figured having two side by side, pretty hard to do some crafty wizardry over here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say over here is buying now. So buying now, prices are 350. Everybody thinks that the market is going to take this nosedive, and they're just going to wait until the price comes down, and that way they're going to get a good deal. Well, spoiler alert on the backside of that, the house that you're selling is also going to be worth less in that environment as well. So you're not going to have the equity to cash out on. So probably not the best idea. But also, let me just show you the math. So 350, this conventional normal loan, 20% down, 30-year term, and 3.5. So let's just say you've got relatively good credit. You're at 3.5, somewhere around there right now. Let's say that things really start to take a turn over the course of the year, and that house that was 350 at the start of the year, by the end of the year, maybe late summer, maybe the prices start to come down. Maybe you've got some divorce situations going on, or an estate deal, and you've got some comps that start to bring the prices down, or zombies are invading from Russia. Whatever your scenario is. Okay, same 20% down, same 30-year term, except we're going to just bump this to not that. We're going to bump this to 4.5%. You see this over here? Higher priced over here at lower rate means your monthly payment is $43 less than that same house, 325. If it goes down to 325, that interest rate is going up. $43 a month times 12 months times 30 years is over $15,000 over the life of the loan. Anybody else could use an extra 15 grand over the course of your adulthood? If you're thinking about buying or selling this year, your buyers have more purchasing power because of the interest rates. Your mortgage payment will be less in the buying side if you go sooner than later, assuming that all of our interest rates continue to tick up over the course of the year. It's helpful to see the math, plain and simple, on what it is and what the same exact house is going to cost you. Because over the course of time, pretty soon it gets to be that you're no longer buying in that same neighborhood, or you're not even buying anywhere close to the same house in the same neighborhood. And that changes things, because that may change school districts, that may change your tax basis, that may change lots of things down the road. And if you got a little bit of education, a little bit of information, it might help you make a better decision for you, your family, or whoever else is involved in your real estate decision. So if I can help you in any way, I would love to help you out. And if you're wanting to do something and you just haven't been able to, if you'll just let me know what you're looking for, there's probably a good chance that I might know of something or be able to find you something that's not on the market, because everybody is kind of in that same situation, especially this time of year, first quarter. Everybody's kind of in that seat of, we'd like to do something, but the house isn't there yet. Let me know what you're looking for. I'll go find it for you, and it'll be a win-win. Remember what 2019 wasn't? 2019 was like the best thing ever. Like, movie theaters were crowded. People were like all up in your business, sitting next to you. We didn't know how good we had it. Did you? So I don't know. Like super distracted, and went through that cycle. 2020 you, I did not get the memo that adulthood was so stinking expensive, and it's stupid stuff. It's stuff that is not really enjoyable. It's like tires. Don't get me started. Is anybody up for adopting a dog? That is Bo Jackson back there. Okay. Yes, I still have Bo Jackson starting lineup. Things I hate about adulthood. You ready? Let's have a little therapy session here. 1, obviously taxes. 2, obviously the IRS. 3, obviously children stealing my phone chargers, making dinner every day, just making food every day. It's the worst. Leaves in the yard. There were not this many leaves in the 80s and 90s. There were not. They didn't fall 12 months out of the freaking year. Like, how is this possible? The stealing of good pens from my desk. These, you know what these are? These are special stupid glasses to block the blue light from this stupid screen. Look, We had the technology like decades ago to bring people back from outer space using duct tape. And we can't figure out how to build a screen that blocks its own little blue light. Paying for stamps, which also, by the way, just went up again. You know what they should do with all these child tax credits? Everybody that has a child tax credit should have like a punch card for like counseling sessions. Like, we're going to send you $300 plus 2 free counseling sessions, because if you have kids, you need counseling. I want to deactivate my adulthood and go back to when I had less responsibility